of bind. NRG making heavy moves here. Slight miss there with the molly, but it will do the job. It stops them momentarily. Mada, though, is going to be dashing straight past this. Bit of disrespect in order, and he smokes as well. A little bit of a corner and a pocket, but a nade will push this back. So plant denied for now. TPs as well. There's going to be threats coming from every single angle for NRG here, and it's up to them to see if they can put a stop to it. Double fight over towards Showers, not anticipating the angle, but Verno snaps to the side anyway. Brawk dealt with. Verno's low. Ethan knows it. Angles to be played for here, and he's trying to play his life in. It's a nice shot by Verno, at least to get that one kill. And Skuba on the prowl.
On the most ridiculous wraparound around the world, Skuba.
Aspas and Zekken, dynamic duo. On the duelist this time. Let's see if they anticipate this one. The timing caught. Keiko has a bullet to the temple, but Skuba wrapping from behind surely is that insurance policy. Reload committed. Skuba's around. It's out into the open. Aspas low, and time now thoroughly against Zekken. Not much you can do in a spot like this. Sharp shooting on display. The kill at the end. Getting this round on the board, though, will be important.
Down short.
Yeah, already got that A short control. Gathering it all the way up. There's a Trailblazers trying to put the squeeze onto the side. It's drone's going to be used. It's a good shot by Aspas. Lays claim to the side of Showers. He's got some help as well alongside Zekken. That's still not going down. There's a lot of util that's being expended. Zekken collects himself another one with Mada being dropped. Aspas as well. These are just kills happening all over the place as Aspas is just going hunting for them.
Yeah, he fully pushed out through Showers. 8 HP managed to take the 1v1 against Ethan.
That's what we needed to see from Aspas. Big performances, flash through as soon as that plank goes broken to spot a lot of these players now. 40-second mark. This is going to be the signal to go for NRG. Moving forwards now. Steamrolling ahead. Not much in terms of resistance. There is that flank, as you called out. 2 players of MIBR going to be reaching the party soon enough. 30 seconds. Plant still being denied. Util was saved for the situation just like this. And Ethan's still looking for the next signs of it. Dimensional Drift is going to be utilized this time. And Zekken putting out the players. And that is a complete collapse. MIBR laid out the trap. It was NRG to stop.
You know they're doing something different, so Aspas is not going to run into a stack.
It's a drone forwards. Zekken is hard committed here. The Salvo's at his feet, trying to move to the side, and that flash did not connect. Zekken capitalizes quickly. Ethan's removed. Out forwards. Verno. Verno! Drops them where they stand. That's a spike drop down as well. Essentially in enemy territory. The smokes in the face of Verno. Small gap to play in, but again, this is an MIBR that are not content with just leaving space untaken. They will take the fight to you today. A team angry.
Ethan to support. They're definitely going to do something different, and Aspas
coming to square up. Eager to scrap. He seems to be aware that he could be able to catch a player unaware as Seeker's moving behind him. Keiko is out wide. The Seeker spoils the party though, and Aspas is gone, taken out. He's alone on
sand just to get that information.
More and more risks to be taken when you're a player down. Might get a sound cue. Yeah, Brawk is running full sprint now because it's NRG hard committing. What a shot by Tex. Verno out towards the back. This guy is just lighting him up right now. I feel like we are witnessing a very angry MIBR. NRG left scrambling right now, looking to see if they can piece together any sort of semblance of a round. They are falling though, dropping whittled to pieces. Skuba and Keiko, the last ones left. Smoke in your face, but Zekken still primed onto the angle. Few stray shots, he is low. But still steps forward, still steps up to the challenge. And all that damage.
This is back to the original game plan for NRG. This is what they were doing for the first few rifle rounds.
Towards 8. Not too much in terms of the way of plant and ours across the map, but a snake bite Mada. Top of the box.
There's
to punish on the Mazino, yes. Knew they were going to be trying to use some of that util to the hookah. Gets the clearance of the text too onto that corner. There's bullets firing forward. Salvos instantaneously. A flash. Stuns. Everything coming at him right now. And Mada is the first one to draw blood onto the site. Keiko slips past all of them here. Zekken's going to be facing a multitude of...
stack it. They're spraying.
And no end of the economy. You said I like to go to conserving the money. Matters forwards though. This is rapid approach all the way through short. Zekken forced to respect it. TP's back all the way over towards B, and here's a showstopper. Time to shine. Finds a target. Ethan's down and out. Underhanded with a nade. Prevents any sort of reclamation there of the spike. It's still picked up. Plant online, they don't realize he's still here. Aspas hunting down the target. Armageddon's now going to be rolled out though. This is NRG looking to salvage the situation as best they possibly can. And Brawk with steady aim, rifle in hand. Brawk, he's got safety in numbers. Keiko over the shoulder will help him out.
The double flank coming down short.
And that 3v3 suddenly into a 2v2.
What a spin!
Turn on a dime. Keiko lowers anything. Viper's Pit blossoming out. Gives him a bit of cover for Aind. Second guessing it. Wondering where this is, and keiko's been handed the timing. 3 kills now for him.
30 seconds left.
Looking potentially for the 4th, but it's up to Zekken now in a 1v2 to put a stop to it. Pit still active. Scoping it out, trying to hunt where these players could be. Time, pressure, mounting against NRG. They need to get this plant down. But they don't know where Zekken could be lying. Contemplating it could have been a rotation. The plant down, and Zekken, bit of spam straight through the box. keiko going down in the final few bullets. It leaves it into a 1v1, but crucially, Skuba still alive. The pit remains. A blight on the map. An obstacle that's going to be in his way. Taking it slowly, steadily now. Trying to scope out every possibility. Decay kicking in, Skuba relying on to the shorty. Not quite a tap. Zekken wants the full stick this one. Moving forward, Skuba, that's half earned. Zekken has wing cons! Showers, they're looking for this ult orb online onto Mada. And keiko, in fact, that's a season and orbital strike. Reactive play by MIBR.
Lovely.
Trying to get one step ahead, trying to read what the play is. Zekken
Have to go through this guy.
Yeah, he does like this angle. He's played here before, see if they're ready for it. That's a wide face and swing. Nade, though, was primed for this. Prevents any sort of follow-up, and the smoke was instantaneous. Mada, he's gone down and out. That was over towards A. The backup policy, and Verno is just going, running around, hunting for the stragglers.
Delivering the 8th death with no kills for NRG's IGL.
This is an MIBR. They are not content with just leaving the space as is.
No, they were constantly prowling.
Tex. He's got a lot on his plate here, but it's still able to get the 1 with Mada. Gone, finished off. Plays it all the way in and through. This orbital strike is going to go wide. It's a miss. We'll clear out most of Lamps, and NRG will absorb up most of that space once more.
They're sand pushing again.
This is a deep push all the way out. This is relentless right now from MIBR.
But there's never anyone from NRG able to stop it.
No, confidence is brimming.
You want to cancel, you want to go towards B, but look at these players in market.
The angles are being held. Might come down to a game of timings, but with those rifles well trained, off onto the corner. Verno gets 2. Can't manage a 3rd, but the damage might have been done. Still an attempt to get back control, some stability into your feet for NRG. Skuba and brawk left in a 2v3. Zekken, though, immediately posted back to the wall, onto the B site. Look to timing this drone, see if he can get himself potential angle, but he's spotted out at the barest of moments, revealed towards it, and that's shot straight through. Flimsy metal, it's not enough to stop it. NRG, the one's powering ahead.
After Verno's 2K in market, and Zekken getting there on site beforehand. Should have been locked up. NRG are being offered ways back into these rounds, despite the fact that their opening game plan is giving them nothing.
1v2 now for Tex. Let's try and find where these players are. Slight sound cue. It's going to give him a bit of information, but this is NRG ready to double swing. Taking a fight together, and it's on. He's forwards. He's taking a fight. There's so many players in front of him. It's the 1, and he spots out where the rest of the bodies are. Surely that pulls rotations, but that gives time for Skuba to strike. He's been good on these lurks before, and he's going to be hearing all of these sound cues. Tex now, pressure on him. Convergent pass, potentially sidestep Skuba, looking for the right time. And at mass TP, Skuba calls it. It's a vacated A site. They're pulling them away with only 16 seconds left. Time's barely there. Molly's flying forwards, though.
Nade from Aspas.
Nade, potential to deny the plant. Ethan, full sticking it, barely alive on a shred of HP. 4v4 still. This final round of this half is really coming down to the minor differences. And that raw aim, gunfight's taken. NRG winning this one out. It's a baited a shot, no reload. Mada's got to be careful. But the damage firmly done. NRG making sense. A rather chaotic round here. It's all within their hands at this point in the 2v4, Aspas and Mazino. The onus on them to try and see if they can put a stop to any of this. A tap doesn't really pull any of the attention, and the time is just ran way too short. Kills might be flowing at the end here, but this is NRG that will be dragging it.
He's going for sand pushes.
Yeah.
Constantly as a reaction to short info.
Just looking for that information. Mazino caught unaware. He's a player that will be dropped here. The Tex is not to be dismayed. That is a snap to the side. Crosshair placement wasn't quite ready, but that's a player in front of it. Verno trying to stick that plant. brawk unaccounted for up towards that heaven angle. This might picked up. Aspas now The hard committal.
They're not flipping the map, though.
No, they're not. The flank is still in control of NRG. They want to try and fight this play over here. Zekken and Tex trying to make a go of it, but brawk can just try and play his life as much as he can. Plenty of pockets to play in. The flash connects, and the shots going wild and wide. Not enough.
But now the plant isn't good for them.
No, and now players can get on top of this when it comes down to that individual brilliance. Sticking Mada all the way through. It's already on half. Plays in to push them back. To Satchel and away. Mada's off claiming the kills. Forward, Zekken.
Verno picks up a sheriff if they fail.
Just to round out the buy. Mada, he's on that. ADS'd up. He has backup as well by his side. brawk lying in wait. End of this game, feeling like it comes down to the...
MIBR have been quiet down short, so NRG haven't found a timing to push on the other side of the map just yet.
Once overheads.
Ethan.
Lamps is occupied. Ethan just commits a TP. Trailblazed it early. I think he anticipated it was going to be clear. And not enough to deny that plan. A snakebite came a little bit too late there. 4v4 still, though. Anyone's game. MIBR looking to take this one again through that sheer individuality, but it's Mada the one shining. Ethan towards the back of the site. Still in control of this. Tex and Mazino. They do have mollies to play with, but right now, keeping the guns out. Convergent pass being earned up, and Mada's going to be utilizing it, using it. Tex left spinning, wondering how the hell is he going to get out of this spot. Skuba reclaims that space up eagerly.
Yeah, they've got the stack in the right place now.
Yeah, 3 players. That's a TP by Mada. He gets traded out, though. He had the refract to potentially get out there, but overstayed his welcome. Shots through the wall. Skuba lowers anything. The horn revealing onto the 2 of the players. It looks like a hard committal. MIBR looking like they want to go for this one. Sees not quite that. It's just a nade and a snake bite enough to clear it up with the bullets following through. Skuba timing taken and denied. MIBR had their rifles well trained on the appropriate angles. Smoke shot down though, and now the showstopper. That's going to be signaling it. Aspas wants to try and send this one forwards, up and over towards the head. That's a rocket that's going to be missing, hitting the side of triple. Not too much in terms of the way the damage done. brawk almost going down to the molly. Luckily, heal in the back pocket.
I thought they were going to look for the plant as Aspas popped the showstopper there, because it would have been very hard to spam and deny.
Well, players are starting to take the space up now. Mada wants to see if he can try and take this fight forward. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's astonishing stuff from Verno. He's hit some major multi-kill rounds in this map so far, but that one is something else.
Ridiculous stuff. Stamps out anything that could got deadly and dangerous. brawk. He's the playmaker here. Stun does connect, but covered. Skuba's only got the Bucky. Could potentially get another gun for it. Hold on, that's a kill claim. Players are low. He's like, wait a minute, I don't want that gun still. Angles accounted for. Mazino eager to plug in the gaps here. Horn overhead. This is getting a little bit messy. They want to try and deal with Skuba cleanly, but they know where he is. They've got to bend in, and they're just toying more than a few plays. Dimensional drift, though, from Zekken signals that this might be a bit of a speed up. MIBR looking for that information, looking for signs that they can hard commit into this, but players are waiting into the wings. It's just Skuba spotted. It's a bait and switch. NRG, they've got players waiting, but they need to jump out of the smokes now. Time to capitalize. Kills flowing for them all the way. Aspas in a 1v2, making a 1v1. This guy is lighting them all up. TV heard. Knows the positioning, 20 seconds remaining. There was a fake TP at that. Refract back for Mada. Trying to bait the position, and it's caused Aspas to plan for backside. He's not going to anticipate this. This is a fast timing by Mada, but a boombot might spell it all out. No rifle picked up. Timing, waiting it out. Mada's got the op. It just comes down. Aspas might wade right into his sight lines, but the angle is held, and the awareness is so...
Could give NRG a lot of trouble, and you get to see it there.
Potentially. Zekken's going to be dropped early on and around like this. Could have been the tipping point. That's an Armageddon committed. NRG spinning ults. Quite telling, I think, perhaps, of the mentality that they're in. Feeling pressed into a corner despite the player advantage. Out of it, though, and it's a bit of a sound bait. Looks like wants to slip his way back in to punish. But Skuba reasserts himself, gaining control, and looks like there should be a fight going his way. Yeah, the highlights pointed out. Verno's gone. At this point, options for MIBR. Entirely leaning over towards the B side, but NRG have got reinforcements. Control is theirs. Smokes lay it down. The rifle spam while you're at it. Salvos as well going to be pushing them out and away, and the kills at least claimed there. Just that 1-for-1 orbital strike to deny this one.
Can't always be relying on using you know, Armageddon ultimates expended in that one round. Of course, it's an important round, but it's the first of many important rounds that NRG are going to have to win if they want to get to overtime.
Here it is, sending it flying forwards now. With a double satchel, but no committal of the ult. Big reveal up towards heaven. Shots in through the smoke. They anticipating Aspas's position, pushes and pushes him back. That is a pit now. Lay it down over towards the A site.
Still difficult to actually get the plant committed, though.
Yeah, look at the amount of smokes committed. Showers control for Mazino, but again he has to sidestep in a convergent pass. No way!
That's just a bad weapon. Mazino only had a Spectre.
Not enough damage done. 20 HP is what Mada survives with, and that could make a critical difference. Aspas looking to see if he can plug in the gaps in their hold. Mada, patience on display.
They dropped their own pit to try to get the plant.
Trying to bait it out, but Aspas the one baited into the shot, yet the crosshair placement is still good. Sublime at that, Showstopper waiting for that rainy day. Plant down, and this is just to push them back and create space. No one wants to hard commit into this. But that rocket, the fuse, finally dropping low enough, and the rocket does go straight into the wall. No casualties, 4v4, MIBR. It's a massive turning point. It could be the map in their pocket as long as they maintain their composure and can earn these kills. But NRG are the ones closing in. Skuba, he activates finally onto that flank and just peels his way back.
Zekken just appeared into his lap.
Verno, his time to step up. It's raw individuality. That's what's on display here. Skuba finally dropped. Aspas anticipating that re-swing. Snake bite, nade, or collapse. Combine their efforts, MIBR. Determined to get this one under their belt. And in a 1v3, Keiko making a 1v2.
He's got 7 bullets.
So much to overcome. Shorty out trying to find the target. Contacting for now, but this is about to get explosive off the contact of Mada. Players waiting in the wings here. Aspas is going to be that first casualty, even over the shoulder. Mada with a follow-up. That is
moment playing that 1-3-1.
Aggro.
3 suppressed.
3 tagged. Ethan trying to creep his way back up onto the line, but he's going to get punished for it. They main control, though, still maintained. Mada's here, and this is an important fight. It takes wins this one outside, stepping with the movement, but Mada in control of it. Makes the right micro adjustments and light speed to get back to safety. Rejoining with his team. Him and Keiko want to try and hold down control over towards elbow. Side control given up.
Spike's late. Mazino had it controlling B.
Towards the side, Aspas is taking this fight straight up, but he's locked up himself and off and around all that time pressure.
Early enough, but it is a full anti-eco.
But they want to maintain momentum, I think. NRG trying to stomp out any signs of uprising.
But no follow-up.
No follow-up, just enough to slow them down, potentially insert. Assess the situation though. These smokes are eventually retreating back, but Mada back to the wall. There's plenty of targets now. Flashes dodged, avoided. Keiko's forwards onto this line already. There's players though, and this could get really scrappy indeed. It does. They've been overwhelmed. Elbow control taken over. Guns handed over. Jumping up, Bucky around, anticipating the re-swing. Ethan, it's good presence of mind, but there's so much damage done in the movement. He's just b-hopping his way out of there. Text from the side, sharpshooting with the Sheriff. Brawk though, it's not going to be any match for Verno, not when he's got that gun back in his hands. And now the swing.
Dash into mid. Normally he's got to be worried about the knife.
He's got to be worried about Mada now with that operator, because he's trained onto the angle, but he misses the shot. That's just a wide face. Suppressed though to refract. He's stuck in no man's land right now, and Mada knows it. Hunting for that kill. It's fast pressure that's being unleashed now. MIBR looking to make the most of all that. Sound cues and chaos out towards mid. No command that's going to be emanating. Mazino now to try and put a stop to it, but I mean, Ethan is way too aware.
That is clean from Ethan, even as he's dropping down from a box.
Spike planted.
2v3 for MIBR. Verno and Zekken have got to be on point. NRG, not normally in the habit of making mistakes and creating openings, but Verno is taking risks himself. He might just spot it there, and there it is. Perfect angle. Shots going into the floor. Trying to chop them down at the ankles. It's damage done to Skuba, but no kill confirmed. Leaves Zekken in a 1v2. All on his shoulders. Trying to really lay it down with the bullets, but a snake bite causing issues, but he collects the first kill anyway. Shock bite rebounding. So trying to take a bit of that link control. Aspas is alone really in this approach. He's got one player towards the back, but off all this pressure again, MIBR are so happy to just slip into the gaps. Zekken claims a life over towards B. It's TPs on TPs. The reposition over towards A main, and Ethan's taking risks to try and offset that disadvantage. It does not go his way. Double dash again over towards A though. It's Skuba looking to hold this one down. Brawk behind him. But they are left in a 3v5. You have to see heroics now coming out from NRG if they want to stand a chance. Will the clearance be there in time? Skuba holding his nerve, swings out wide, that's aspas to lead it, shots over, lining him up, and seconds in the air, man!
That's criminal!
Toying with him, drop down to 28 health. Shocks are flying, the time pressure is definitely there. Anything to try and push these players out and away. I never want to count this team out, but it looks like NRG are already calling it quits.
Zekken has been completely activated today. He started out with a great beginning on Bind, overshadowed in the end, to be honest with you, by Aspas and Verno, who were also playing fantastically. But we've been waiting for Zekken to have a monster game on Omen, because in theory that should be how this MIBR team manages to pull off the solo duelist well. Can Keiko keep the gun?
They're going to be setting out. To create and make, that is a saturator, does connect, that does Fury, that's huge. Massive in fact, so much damage done. It's brawk just cleaving through the opposition, and why not?
Almost a prediction there on Zekken's TP. But the damage onto Aspas and Zekken is also enormous.
Softens them up. These angles. NRG just willing to let them all the way in, and brawk? Oh, I mean, he goes down. Mada though looking to see if he can at least play off that sound pressure. He's biding his time for a certain degree, but he is stuck behind his box. Difficult spot, but the light speed will get him out of dodge.
Well, here comes the flank.
Yeah, and here it is, cornered in. Zekken was trying to set that up with a bit of util unexpected. The rest of the pack now, but straight into the Viper's pit. Skuba has been pressed out of it. Respecting the drone, his pit will be dropped. Lütfen is collected a kill onto Mazino. That was just bottom section of mid here. And a big group up from MIBR once more. Similar situation. They're going to try and use this wall to get up and out, but this is a trap laying in wait. Conversion pass is primed. Waiting for the right signal to go. The drone. Don't want to go off that. Potentially waiting for the smokes to dissipate, but he just takes the timing now. Tex is definitely caught between a rock and a hard place, but he's found himself a slight pocket to play in. This wall is causing so many issues right now. They can't get past it, but as it drops, NRG trying to fight them. Just a 1-for-1. Tex is still isolated in a spot like this. 45 seconds left.
MIBR have done the same thing again, where they all group up on one side of the map, and there's really no opportunity to leave.
Deep down into the corner, but it's not getting the most value because there's a stack of NRG players waiting.
30 seconds left.
Entrenched right now onto the A site. Keiko holding down that Link Avenue, but that's a shock and a molly. Missed time, but the snake bite does the job regardless. Enough damage done in the end. Side open, off angle for Mada. Spotted out though just from the jiggles, and this has to be again firepower, brute force. That's how you pave away the victory. And aspas slowly encroaching. Deep knife, Mazino all the way over towards B, but he's going to be rejoining again this stack of players. MIBR been playing this entirely together. So much space given up to aspas. He has taken the entirety of the site now. Different approach. They path up towards the left-hand side. No command that was earned up. That's just from those kills that Mazino got earlier. These smokes are causing issues. How do you get past this? Because it's tricky.
Mazino's just bunny hopped through them.
Yeah, he does. No plant down still. Verno's near the back of it. Needs to be escorted straight to the side. These are kills now underhanded. They want to fight them tooth and nail. They really want to draw the blood out of them. The opponent's NRG, they can't withstand it.
Every flash, perfection. Mazino and Zekken combined together, and MIBR are wiping the floor with NRG. They've only lost a single to an 8-4 half on the attack side. Snakebite's going to hold people off for a while, though.
Always held to try and get them all the way in. Mada's going to go into a different direction of it. Absorbing up one side of it. The Snakebite does slow them down for an instant. MIBR happy to, again, get that flank going all the way through mid. Clear it all the way out, but that's a punish onto Keiko. Deep TP up onto Heaven. Tex is not alone here. Mazino's waiting into the sideline. This is a spike in the hands of Ethan, by the way. They want to fight and try and flip this one all the way around. They want kills before they feel comfortable, but now the spike is dropped down in the middle of nowhere. This is ridiculous. brawk is the one who has to see if he can find a way through. And with shots like that, he might have just done it. Spike reclaims, but a danger. They haven't skirted it just yet. The shots just barely missing. Walls up, curtain in your face, lining up. MIBR, a shot.
About anybody being pushed up. When they see aspas, though,
a window. That's how I describe MIBR play in this one. They'd lay it down, and this is them trying to at least get a bit of a move on. Ethan anticipating this angle. Still Mazino's there, inserting himself into the conversation. Announcing himself over towards the B side. That's a spike drop down. Keiko walking, looking for extra opportunities to even it out into a 2v2, but he's not finding anyone.
Left.
Rejoining his teammate, though, Skuba back in it. Might be able to collect that kill. It's an easy one. Zekken, attention drawn to a different direction. But Mazino and Aspas have rifles, and these are 1v1s potentially offered up. Keiko is dropped. Now Skuba's being pressed from two directions. Pinched. An expectation potentially the crosshair placement could be good for this, but Aspas! Santiago up for grabs. MIBR looking to see if they can really dish this one out, but mada straight in there. There's a force buy from them as well. All in investment from NRG on the backside of this timeout.
And most of the guns are shockingly poor, but mada still makes it work with 8 HP to his name.
Nades rebounding here, along with the saturate. This is fast util. MIBR trying to make them mightily uncomfortable. No element where they can sit safe and pretty inside that post plant, even just denied a plant. That is a spike out in the open. 4v4.
Keiko needs to activate over towards elbow, I think, but his KD is so low. I don't know if he has the confidence. It's on the rest of the squad. Oh, and they get melted.
And they just absolutely slam the door in their face. MIBR, they follow the sound cues. They have the confidence.
It looks like they are capable of it.
Massive, massive credit. Resilience is on display. Inside the smoke, Aspas looking like he wants to try and take that fight. Hold on, that's a game of timings. Keiko found it with a fully blinded up, but you weren't expecting that, were you? Aspas shorty out, running down the opponents, but the A site is weak.
Oh, look how proactive they are as well, just immediately pulling around to the other side.
Just second home. There's going to be reinforcements arriving, convergent paths, lay it down, that's a kill claimed. So ready to jump on the chance. Any moment. Skuba that Guardian. Layering down the bullets, brought it to a 3v3. This is pure survival.
8 rounds in a row.
It's such a struggle. Uphill battle.
This round felt very fast and loose from both teams.
I'd say that's been most of the game, to be honest.
I think it's been working for MIBR.
Yeah.
The higher levels of aggression and not worrying too much about making mistakes is really working for them. Well, catching a flank potentially. Guns need to be out. Texas right out into the open. Brawk, the weapon for it. One player down, 2 more to go. Playing back, he's got his ult online. He's got a lot of ways to win this. Zekken with a deep TP. But he uses the smoke there, doesn't have it to cover the spike.
Yeah. Bit of a one-way on themselves, to be honest, at this point as well. It's going to be very difficult to try and get around. And yeah, he's left wondering exactly where it's even planted for. Lütfen holding it forward, so NRG still active, still alive in this map.
That damage is good. Aspas has got...
One round at a time is what NRG are going to be telling themselves here. And they've got plenty of ults to see if they can at least pave a path forwards to success. That's a big reveal, big damage. And Verno, despite how uncomfortable it was an ult being layered down on top of him. He still wins that fight out. Double dash over and seconds played in. Skuba is no more. 2 players sent straight back to that spectator seat. And now they have to watch in dismay as a map that should be home territory is getting taken away.
20 kills in 18 rounds from Mazino.
It's not playing, not messing around. Ethan will look to see if he can power his way through this one, though. Him and brawk side by side. Flash, rebound. Nade for a nade. It's all just slowing it down. Enough time board for MIBR to get players in position. And MIBR know to play to the outs. They're not going to give any free kills. Waiting, biding their time. Plan is down, though.
Ethan not using his as a response there.
Mazino using his early. DTP. It's information gathered, at least that you know that one player is there. For NRG, they need heroics, they need individuals to be popping to survive in a map like this. First kill, second kill claimed, and 2 left to stand against it, but there's that damage done. Verno is weak as anything. Snake bites flying forwards, bullets rattling, X-Blade in, 1v1, Ethan can't get it done! Stack over towards the A site, looking to see if they can take slowly that ramp control. They drop the curtain just in case there was a player waiting out into the open. It's going to be a site take now. Players dropping down. Mada is trying to at least insert himself into that anchor position, but he needs some help in the bailout. The flash is excellent. Players are blinded up. And Mada and Ethan happy to jump on the chance to at least get some kills into their name here. Aspas and Verno now left alone in this spot. Mistakes really opened up for themselves. A salvo, a lot of damage done here. Aspas is weak as anything, and players rapidly approaching. This is NRG putting pace back into the game, taking back control as well. There's only so much that Verno can do, and it's going to be heading in that direction. The salvos used preemptively. Horn into the back. DTP with that gate crash. Util out. Oh, what?
I mean, he knew that Zekken was there. The punish, the idea is good from Keiko. Just got to land it.
Yeah, you do just have to land those shots. Still, NRG are ready. The guns trained on that choke point. Zekken's the one who has to try and create that distraction, but hindered as well. There's plenty more util. Just lay it out one after the other. NRG is slowing down his approach, but again, the Stingers are just catching them so damn unaware. With the frenzy from long range, Mazino doing filthy things.
And Mazino hasn't committed with the spike. They can always back out.
Oh, dear.
Tex is going to hit the backstab from heaven.
Yeah, and Mada's only got the bucky.
Aspas is the bait.
It's a fight to take together. Aspas is the bait, and meanwhile, the trap already being sprung in front. Are left in wait here. NRG have anchored positions. Ethan might not have armor to his name, but that bucky can be potent, and we'll see what he can do with it right now. It's a ton of flashes now sent flying forwards over towards that A side. He wants to try and lock down control of it, Mada. Barely adjusting the aim. Ethan's there still. A thorn in their side into that elbow control, and there's damage done. Verno just steps up anyway. Cleans it up. Classic now. This guy's just swapping around and playing gun game at this point, but it's a 2v3. NRG left reeling. Brawk's already into the site, but he's alone. One man to stand against this one. He's doing a significant amount of damage, but there's a shotgun waiting on the other side of things, and he's making the most of it. He's doing the best he possibly can. Brawk! Somehow, Zekken! Control, potential priority when you know that aspas is one away, and Mada waiting for the fight to come to him up towards ramp there. It's a good, clean shot. Zekken down and out.
That's them reading into the horn. Verno throws that horn for Zekken to be able to take a ramp control. Mada aware of it.
Reposition, but that's a shot missed. Mada may be kicking himself here. Taking back residency inside this smoke, but very easy to get overran in a position like this. MIBR are so damn eager though. They've taken up all that space towards male. Meanwhile, fight happening over towards A. Tex potentially cracked open that entire site. Mada's going to try and put a stop to it. The hinder, lay it down at the feet. It's good enough. Maybe even just gearing up for the second shot to go as well. Barely missed. One more bullet left. Conversion pass. This guy is eager. He's hungry. Potentially overextending. One more bullet left. The rest of his team is with him now, but our hinder's going to be wasting away now. Not too much of an advantage. Doubled up in male. Smoke up that. Makes it difficult. Skuba is forwards. He's trying to take a timing, I think. Past his smoke. It already risks played for. Zekken is going to... 18 seconds left. Smokes are going to be laid down, and the TP into the back of the site. This spells it out. It's going to be spotting him now. Keiko, who dead man walking. Rocket!
But there's
gets
no
one for his trouble. No time? Surely not.
They broke Mazino's ult.
Spike to
Surely.
nowhere. There's no time. 5, 4. Get out of the way. Aspas has no time at all.
I think he's just body blocked him to lose the round.
It's done. Lost on a macro sense there. NRG. Easy taken up here, but how the hell have they missed this timing? That is unbelievable. Flank activating from Skuba. It might be completely unexpected at this point, but aspas operator, he's got that one trained, and Verno just walking into their spawn, man. Skuba finally noted. Does get the kill that he needed off onto Zekken, and he's causing a bit of a distraction. Dismay in the MIBR camp. Salvos, what a shot from Tex. I was just trying to play off the rest of that util, and they are determined.
Tex is playing so regularly, and he was having a nightmare on Corrode.
Deep hit into mid, though. There will be more of a response from NRG this time. They have players in position to at least try and put a stop to it. To pull, to try and drop it. Salvos into the corner. Zekken fake clones! And just baits out the shot and gets the kill anyway. Absurd behavior that we're witnessing here, but the Armageddon might just help them out either way. NRG clear a bit of a path forwards, with Tex being cleaned up too. They're going to be lacking options.
Locating targets.
They're going back into this B site.
Drone is down.
Mazino spotted, and that angle not expected. From the new box, Mada locking down the choke.
NRG are finally being able to stop MIBR once they get them completely boxed in. But you can't give an opportunity for aspas to get back into this one in a 2v4. NRG have not been struggling too much with the first kill situations. It's been closing out these advantages. And this is what I'm saying. You cannot give MIBR chances to get back in.
35 seconds.
aspas picks up a rifle, looking to be a bit more dynamic with it. What, is this the Great Pilgrimage East again from MIBR? They
don't really have time for the rotation, do you?
I don't think so, but it hasn't stopped them before.
What about making noise? They're going to walk up to mid and then potentially up to B heaven.
Well, they can't go A.
Thinking about it. They're going to go away.
They're going to go away.
They're going to be making a lot of sound here. This surely is going to be stopped. Ethan is already in a prime position. There's 8 seconds remaining to try and get themselves in here. Not going for the kill. Just going to let them all the way into the site. That is 4 seconds barely on the clock. So the plan going down, but Heaven needs to be watched for. An angle potentially there, but brawk doesn't take the fight in time. Find out Ethan will win it. Aspas drops. It's now a 1v3 for Verno. Surely he can't do it again. Yuto flying forwards, it's not planning for him, and it just to be watched. The defuse can be stuck, safety in numbers, and NRG have it.
Got the dash out into sight and just landed on the MIBR players as they went for the plan. Here it goes.
Here it is. No way, Verno. How's he finding this? And this is an eager NRG. They want to try and fight this one once more, but that seize connects. The nightfall on top of it. The nade rebounds. Oh my God, you're pressed into them. And you have no choice. Pick your poison situation. Seconds already in their spawn. This is lightning fast in terms of the fights and approach taken. A lot of damage done, but already taking up camp, and Keiko was aware of it.
Tex is behind you again.
Yeah, that's the issue, isn't it? You clear one obstacle and there's 5 more waiting for you. Tex, first time in a long while here, but here's a showstopper to meet your match. Aspas, much bigger gun at hand, and now he's going to be looking to send this one forwards. Good catch on the Tex. Fuse dissipating, and the rocket will go flying. It does get them full site control, but MIBR have not been content to just sit back in the post plan.
No, here comes Zekken. He's pushing that Heaven smoke.
One step further forwards here. Cosmic Divider trying to get this up. What? Zekken! He's gotten away with murder! It's unethical! He can't be getting away with this, and NRG, they're sending it forwards again, blitzing pace once more, but Zekken, he can't be denied! He can't be stopped! It's 4 kills! Possibility of an ace, and Mada's going to make a play for it.
He's in a 1v3. It could be possible.
Give him a chance to make it happen.
He's flanked all the way around through B main. He was quick on it, and they didn't hear him because of the Cosmic Divide.
Mada has made the right moves, like you said. They were fast enough. Cosmic Divide hiding his intent. But he's not being handed any 1v1s, any free kills. It's passive positions, going, exploring. Zekken! Gun down! Mada going for more. He's trying to find his players. Similar play here. When MIBR did this last time, they were going into a bit of a B split, so they're trying to feign and condition, but B main control is theirs. NRG know that this is going to be going over towards A. The anchor players now have the onus placed onto them. Ethan is going to do a lot from this spot. Back against the wall again. He has teammates at his back. Skuba, let's see if he can land these shots, at least with the trade, but Tex is instantly on that line. Forwards again, Aspas!
How is he doing it?
How did they get away with it? I said it before, but they are walking on water, and the satchels to save your life. Mada is trying to run at them. Anything he can do, but it is denied. Walking down 2 of the players of NRG, forcing the issue perhaps here, but they still want to go fast and loose out towards this one with the shorties. Whoa. Good adjustment on the second shot. Mada barely getting a handle on it. Verno will be dropped. It's an important kill. Plant down as well. Not for Heaven, but for main.
Huge flank from Skuba. You just got a flash of him there in B Heaven.
Might be able to get the backstab online again. A critical win con for them.
The push is coming down ramp.
Yes, Mazino's not ready for this one. Reveals it early. Denies that chance. Main control. Lockdown. brawk. Whole team, in fact, activating across the board here. Aspas. Caught. Position noted. Players watching for him. And time ticking away. It's a pistol round here for NRG.
Push on the other side. Zekken using all of this ramp pressure to go and try to take some
space.
space.
Keiko was ready.
Yeah, great shutdown.
Holding for all of this now. This is NRG sharp shooting. Tex, why not? Your turn next, and he will fall regardless. The trade. Perfect there. 4 players alive.
And this is where you see NRG cleanly execute their 5v4s. It has been a...
See how this goes. Flash is going a little bit wide. Tex is spotted out though, and there it is. Sending it forward. Ethan is so far ahead of the pack there. Unorthodox, really. Unprecedented. It's not what you expect from him. Still to clean up. Trades Keiko. Coming alive in the final few moments here. Split.
What a turret. That's what you expect from the guy that they've picked up here. Added him in for his firepower. Creates a 3v2.
Retaking him at the op. Never ideal.
Oh, they're worried about Mazino, but he's coming up behind them.
They're taking time. He's so fast here. So fast indeed. Players out and wide into the open, and a shot goes wide at that. Aspas knows roughly where one player is. The smoke has to be popped, and Keiko immediately repositioning.
I think this is a save on the op.
It has to be, right?
I don't know. He could certainly try to go for it.
MIBR have been throwing caution to the wind, believing in their own individuality. Especially on split.
If aspas doesn't get given any free kills, though, he may well just play cautiously and go to save the op.
Yeah, picked it up.
aspas anticipated on this timing?
Apparently so. Scoped up, and wow, okay. Hits it. Look, he wasn't entirely aware, but
Yeah.
it's a nice play by Keiko. He just immediately made the decision to
Speed
rotate.
with his nade.
Here's the Cosmic Divide. Mazino, that's a massive amount of pressure. He's still holding it down towards Pillar. He needs that nade. But again, the salvo still gets one and plays Tex in, but the trade's intact again. Verno trying to play it forwards. Left up to Zekken. NRG, discipline reigning through. This is what got them through and got them a title win and a championship one at that. Second though,
Spike planted.
trying to make a play forwards. Hunting for information. The wall fades away. Has to try and ISO these fights. Has util to do so. Clone charging ahead. Flash around the corner. Shots fired into the back. But again, a lot of players to account for. Running and gunning. 1v1. And Keiko has been astounding in his final few rounds. There's a pull already out. Zekken going to be vulnerable up here. Another tap. He's guessing where Keiko could be. Running around. Zekken!
The Prowler utility that Verno's been pumping out.
Dangerous though, holding this line as Seekers in your face. There's going to be more util where that came from. The salvos. You have to pick and choose how you exactly want to play this one. Fully onto the retake for A. It's a dire situation, especially with that pit that's now going to be dropped into screen, stretching all the way through. Big reveal there from the drone. The salvo, second layer of it, and attempted to kill. Saturate down. Now to Nightfall. Fast going and attempted at least by MIBR. NRG are locking down the extremities.
Zekken, though, TP'd into A.
Trying to hold down that heaven control. Zekken has been that thorn in their side consistently at that, but he needs a few more kills while he's added. Him and Verno, they combine their might to tap onto the plant, forcing out that pull, but his fights taken up towards heaven are essential now. brawk just peeking, barely at that. Stuns there, up on top of the angle. brawk seals it up. And there was danger lurking in a round like that, but NRG now just trailing by one.
They've been very solid on these attack side hits. Every round, apart from one, converted for NRG. Zekken got himself into a really weird spot here, TPing into the site, being able to take down two, but it's brawk who does such a phenomenal job. Every single kill is insane value from brawk there. Holding on to heaven for the plant. Absolutely critical. And MIBR coming into this one with the only classics. A Bucky in the hand of aspas. I know it could make it interesting too if there are a couple of early mistakes from NRG.
But so far they have not been in the habit of making mistakes. Not on this half. Mazino spotted.
You don't want to give him that again.
Again, he's going to be pressed hard in a spot like this. Mada! Dodging and juking. And holding it down for the rest of his team to get online and get in to the B site. Already feeling comfortable into the round. They are min-maxing these ultimates, trying to get that plant down. Ethan, plant prioritized onto him.
Used Seekers in the previous round, already halfway up to the next.
Yeah. NRG have made the most of this good beginning on this half of splits. Barely missing the mark.
It does feel like some of the magic that was powering MIBR earlier on in this series is starting to fade away a little.
It's gone missing.
This next rifle round, I think, is going to be really important. Gives another opportunity to crush MIBR's economy. But more importantly, it's a massive clash of ults. Mada and brawk with two critical space-taking ults. But you've got to navigate around aspas. And the op, which MIBR are going to have money for again.
He's doing a good job of it, though, to be honest. Default attack side Viper Ward they've been throwing. He's been doing a lot to shove him off that angle. Aspas, when he's on the raise, he can't play as aggro as Zekken could, for example. So
NRG have also been going late into A, where Zekken's gate crashes would have expired. Close range shots from Mada.
Good job, boys. Good job.
and they have a very clear game plan that's working out for them.
Well, you know that MIBR have got the money for the operator. Do you want to rip something quickly? There's always a worry when you play against a Yoru comp that Zekken will just be reinforcing the site. You'll always be going into a stacked site. But it's nice to mix up the tempo sometimes.
Definitely is. Flash connects. You know there's some acknowledgement there. Armageddon! You can't get out. You have to choose, and you're going to be going down regardless. The carpet bomb claims a life. Potentially a bit of hard auntie, knowing the way that Tex likes to play.
Yeah, it's really lovely. And even getting the confirmation off Ethan's flash. Both times now that they've had big ultimates, Tex has been the target.
Pressure really on Mazino here. He has to hold this all the way back, single-handedly.
Now it's just about closing out the 5v4, something, again, that NRG have been so good at, generally speaking. But today, MIBR have been able to find those important individual moments to turn these rounds.
That is a hell of a call to make from Verno. He hid the double jump into vents, and he's calling their bluff. He's heading to B.
It is really common to go and clear vent and still end on B.
Yeah.
But I think you just have to gamble and just trust Aspas. With the form he's in and the fact he has a showstopper, leave A to him.
Drone spots it. Zekken is ISO'd there, and he's suppressed on top of it. He can't get out of this spot. His ult's committed. No scope! Somehow finds at least a one win con for it, but NRG are happy to clean up the rest.
It's a crazy moment that could have potentially tipped the scales, but NRG's ult usage here was sublime.
Yeah, and Yuto usage on top of it. Stealth drone. Perfect target to tag onto Zekken. Soon as the drone isn't broken, he can't TP out.
This is exactly how NRG drafted up this attack side.
They're leading. The other side of this one, Aspas will...
For MIBR.
We'll see here. Aspas from both forwards. That is a shot fired off. They know that... Ada's got another attack side off. TP. It's broken. It's all for information for Mazino.
At least a few players seen, maybe all three.
Might go back to A. Orders space. Absorb straight up. That operator exchanging hands. Keiko makes good usage of it. Drone. Broken, and now...
They see Aspas. They know the showstopper's there. Skuba with a perfect lurk into A. Tex, though, could be a misery maker in this round.
Wait a minute. He's only got the judge, but he's got to do a lot from this spot. And Skuba cleans it up.
What a back clear.
Incredible level of awareness here. Skuba, the playmaker in a round like this, and this is desperation. The judge can only do so much. Aspas again left in a 1v3. He needs kills, but his head's already taken clean.
Adjustment that works.
Going over towards A. Is the showstopper used off of what kind of timing? I'm not too sure, but it's definitely speeding up the rest of NRG. Jumping into the fray. Over towards the A side. Zekken's only got the judge. Cosmic Divide cuts it up. He is alone. He's isolated. Dimensional Drift could be used to see if he can get himself out here, but it's slow going from NRG. Timing by Tex. He takes it straight towards ramp. These players are barely getting in right now. And again, that ult could be used. Here's the flash now. Zekken being pressured. The judge again, not the weapon for the job. It's all just scraps. Bottom of the bargain bin, but MIBR are going to do the best they possibly can. Plant going down. Tex finds another one. Big weapon picked up now. Operator in his hands. 2v3. It's a matter of survival here for MIBR. They need this round. TP across, cuts it up. These angles with the weaponry's got to be better. Surely NRG with the rifles are going to find a way through. A few more kills going their way. Recall, reset of the aim, and now it's just left down to Skuba. Skuba, 1v1 for the map win! And he will deliver. Ada, slightest of off angles here. Bait and switch setup, but Verno, well, he's still trying to clear it, but again, the salvo is just immediately there to supplement. As soon as the contact is taken, a dash already expended and used, but a paranoia, surely you have to claim this kill, but the damage goes both ways. brawk relieves that pressure, and you're lining up for the damage, collecting and cleaving all of them. Shred of HP available, but honestly, it's already done. Getting bodies and players into position here. NRG are looking to try and shove this one back. Knives out here. Aspas is going to be the first one in. Dash into the smoke, and now a play into the back. That blind and flash is perfect. Good util. See if you can lay claim to a lot of this space, but NRG, we're not going to be content with this one. Time running short. Hold on, the smoke's dissipating. MIBR being pushed into a really uncomfortable position here. And they need to see if they can secure this one. The plan was denied. Zekken might have claimed these kills, but now he needs to hold this one off. Swing your wide banner! He got it! He got the kill! And Zekken, not even... A lot of information clear them out. That's a Hunter's Fury extended here. But again, the range might become an issue. He catches that up to Zekken.
Oh, he's so good.
It's outlandish. How does he manage it? It's up to Aspas to see if he can correct the course. He's got the silverware out now. Already with that dash. In through and out. Sidestepping with the paranoia. But again, the weaponry. Skuba. Ethan slapping down the adversary.
Use the Cosmic Divide.
Yeah. Things off.
Their post plant should be really strong here. Verno with ult.
Ethan, what a shot to find, and he's going to be dipping all the way back out. He's already done the damage. They got the player advantage.
Again, playing around the smokes perfectly.
This one's going to be deleted here. These are ults committed in a must-win round for MIBR. Big knife. It's going to slow them down to a degree, but this flank occurring.
I love the flank against Verno's ult.
NRG don't want to account for. Double dash in, that's going to be saturated into the corner and handed now. Mazino's looking to try and push them back. Salvo deep into the corner. Verno forwards, pressing up now. His rifle in hands. It's up to him to see if he can land some of these shots, but they're playing off the pressure now. Ping-ponging back and forth. These MIBR players not looking to let it slip, but they look uncomfortable at that. Skuba already creating that pressure off from the side. The snake biting the shots. He's finding all of it in the block again. Spam anticipated. Second, ready for it. And Not barely dealt with, and that's a big reveal into Mazino.
Good trade back, though.
It is, yeah. Necessary one at that. Deep TP. Interesting take onto it into the recall. Smoke and Mada was ready regardless.
How are you ready for that? It's such a nice idea for zekken.
Verno's drone sees it, tags it. Had an ult to expend, but didn't want to use it. Not in a position like this. Tex is looking to see what he can get done, but he's spotted out by the jump spot, and the stun is good. Special delivery right into his lap. Tex is really caught between a tough spot here. And look at NRG, immediately proactivity called for.
But this is going to give a timing for Aspas and Verno to get into A, and that itself should relieve pressure on Tex.
They hear it. It could come down to the timings here. They hear the ropes, and the shots are fired here. This is going to be pushing these players back. Another tap. No committal. Shock darts raining down. Heavy damage.
They know Tex was here, but Mada is not thinking about it.
All about what Tex can find here. The barrel might betray. And yes, Mada spotted, biding the time. Oh! Patience played too much, and Mada, what a shot, what a reaction. Double dash in now, he's feeling it. The rest of NRG looking to see if they can play themselves all the way in a 2v3 though, still anyone's game to plan. Finally committed the damage, done! Spraying up down, Verno, Verno, Verno! Gonna clear the way for it, that's a shot on wide. Mada, at this point his form has been unbelievable, so it's rare to see him miss shots like that. Zekken, it's a rare misplay by brawk. He's just going to be catching him unaware there onto the reload, but Zekken is pressed into a corner, stunned up. Salvo, next wave of things swinging wide. Gearing up to take that fight and wins it.
There's the star power.
The immense amount of pressure. Zekken is not done. He's not finished.
There's the individual ability that was carrying MIBR early on. Put in a tough spot and wriggling out. 5v2.
Skuba trying to take a time and pass this drone, but he's tagged up. No missteps this time, and aspas eager. Drops Skuba, takes him out. Mada now left in a 1v5. Of course, he's going to make a play for it, but not long for the world. And the spotlight here as well. Just trying to make sure that he can pull players away. They are currently scoping out the spawn. No command now going to be, again, sending out waves, emanating out. What is that peak? Barely able to get the kill. Yeah, I mean, Zekken gets it. Survives on 10 HP, and a deep TP goes both ways. Armageddon now pushing back this plan. There's a minute left on the clock.
Nobody is thinking about the flank.
No one's thinking about it at all. In the midst of all this chaos, this is Keiko. He could thrive. He could feast. Catches them completely unaware. No one turning around. It's 2 kills in the blink of an eye. And now the pressure completely flipped. It's MIBR. It's Zekken and Tex left to see if they can dig themselves out. But Keiko, we're in a mockery. Certainly Zekken. It's in that mid-link, but you can't really count on the same play twice. This time, NRG are very much aware.
Yeah, they're hyper-aware.
Yeah, playing a bit further back. Drone to try and clear this one. Paranoia's there, but emergent pass. Good luck, Hunter's Fury. And Salvo's at your feet. They are using everything.
Oh, that's so nice.
Long range with the assist. And oh my, almost there with a second kill. Zekken. Significant damage done to Keiko, but he is surviving. And now, dropping down, potential sound cue heard. Verno.
This time, he's not going to get caught by the flank.
It's an off angle. Keiko. Barrel pokes out, and there it is.
What a
Skuba
spot.
and Ethan. Definitely so. 2v4 for them to play in here, but this is looking like MIBR will be able to get that third unless something significant happens. Skuba shut down, trying to make the play. And Ethan now, the IGL left to do it all, but eventually shut down. So unimpeded. That's going to be that stealth drone clearing the way. But MIBR have a stack of bodies ready onto the site to receive. It's all about how you really handle it. The smoke up and over. Zekken is wiggling around. This is a playground for him right now. But Keiko! Keiko! Deep TP into the back. They were not expecting that.
That is a nasty 3K. Both Omens going bonkers there. And Keiko coming out on top. Major recovery in terms of his individual performance across this map. He is treating it like a playground. Tex, nightmare spot for him.
Yep.
Gets
A couple of
drilled.
bullets, we'll have to respect that one. They do have players in position, but the dart's not dealt with. That's a saturate up and over towards the top, and he's revealed, lit up. Mada locks on, locks in, and this guy is not letting any stone be unturned. Clears up the rest of the site now. Damage done to Verno. Can't even pressure and push back the plant in time. Drop down to 30 HP. It's desperation for MIBR. Plant down now, NRG are in a very comfortable position. The guns just aren't good enough to do the job, not from this sort of range. Shock dart to sidestep, nade's gonna sail overhead. Keiko will be spammed down as a result of it, but it goes both ways. NRG, massive player advantage, and all the confidence in the world now to just take over this map. This is what makes champions at the end of the day. A lot of you two are going to be expended on either side here. A bit of a pull. Tex, he's off the map. He's off the map, man. NRG are all the way in. Liberty's taken. Heads are being popped. And no matter not, you can throw caution to the wind as much as you want, but MIBR are not getting past this stone wall that NRG have. Underhanded with a flash, it is pure desperation again, but again, the weapons are not good enough. 12 rounds now. MIBR got a stack of 4 players. Anything to try and stop them. Aspas blind firing into the wall, but they are finding it difficult to get through still. There's a player advantage. NRG though just walk up past it. No one's holding that choke point. Ethan still gets the second up to the top of the box. There's adjustment to the aim. Verno picked up, that's the signal. Everybody wants to send it flying forwards. Aspas, it's all on him. Potentially spotted up onto the high ground and definitely revealed by the recon. Armageddon, lay it down, Ethan! Just catches him. Oh, Keiko! What's happening? Fire, Verno's in there, capitalizing, trying to make the most of it, but he's damaged down, 45 HP. The spike has dropped down at that. Mazino off onto the flank, but spotted out, and brawk eager for the engagement. And even anticipating the second part of it, but zekken will clean it up. Spike's down. Skuba, barely any time to work with here, but both players are low. They'll go down to barely anything at all. The paranoia misses. Individuals, 1v1, Skuba! Things are on a map trying to get the legs and the steps in, apparently.
I think they're going to end up in the right position.
Yeah, they are. They're following the sound cues, and here it is. They found it anyway. Paranoia forwards. There's a stun into the back. Aspas trying to lead this again, but these walls in your face make it difficult to try and chew through and get through. Jumping, right clicks, everything being offloaded. Vulnerable to Verno. You're getting ticked down, ticked down, ticked down. The pressure is getting to these players, and you're starting to see it made manifest.
Mazino, though, has found the gap. He's in through B. MIBR cancel a little bit, and they're going back into him.
Trying to hit those shots. Stop against the Neon is a hard task all around. 14 seconds, nothing to play with. The spike is in the middle of nowhere. They need to carve out a path, but NRG are the ones stopping it. Short of the mark entirely. Players are to be caught for MIBR. Ball's propped up with a fast lane. Deep TP up towards the top. Zekken landing a couple of those shots. Guardian in hand. Tapping away. He's aiming for the best. But Skuba still survives and pushes it all the way back. These players are in. They're umming and ahhing. They're wondering how to get the most. But it's a bonus. Bonus for NRG. Oh my God.
Turret, though, giving him good info to play off.
Turret's posted. It's just Seed is weak. Good stun. Does connect. Lombard into the corner. And even spotting out that player. As a Skuba rooted out of the spot. Mada though. He's going to answer back almost immediately there with a trade, and it looks like brawk wants to get active and into the fight. Drops down out of heaven into hell, and this guy is a demon himself when he has that Odin.
Probably over on the other side of the map. No, they've got X working his way through mid.
Oh,
and he's dead already!
It's filthy! A punish onto the killjoy when they expect that turret lineup. Verno's out into the open. This is individualistic. This is just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks, because everything has gone wrong for MIBR. NRG are putting on a world-class performance here on Haven.
Absolutely destroying the super team from Americas.
Toxin screen down.
zekken not even able to get the punish there onto brawk. Not a piece of damage done.
Toxin screen down.
They're looking to try to get their way back in through A if they can. Mazino's going to put up the wall and then just walk into a wall of bullets. A 2v5. Same as the previous round, but now what's the point in saving? You might as well do something. These rounds are chalked from beginning to end.
They are. NRG, the defensive setups, there's so many layers that they're putting on top. If he reads and stacks it, he got. And if there's hitting shots like
A
that.
lobby crunch. Anticipating MIBR making an adjustment. They've taken Tex down again. allowed to play the game.
This is unreal. He's been forced back to that spectator seat multiple rounds in a row without even seeing a soul. Zekken. It's an attempt from him to return that fire, but Mada's deep posted, and all it takes is a half clearance, and it leaves Mada's time to shine. Zekken again returns it.
It's a good trade at least. It's a better situation, honestly, than MIBR have been in for the majority of Haven. They get themselves potentially into an A site here. NRG are evacuating it currently. They can always play the retake with the lockdown. Verno's dead, so no ult to be able to break it.
Look at the way they're playing. 2 players deep in spawn. Open access to the A side, but like you said, this lockdown's going to be used, presumably to retake.
I don't really understand this. You've got to pit, I think, to get yourself back in from the lockdown. You know you're going to get pushed out of the site, so you have to pit to get yourself back in. But Mazino's so committed, and the spike is so far away.
Yeah, it's again.
Are they
No
not
one's on
going
the
to go
same
for the
page.
pit?
Aspas is going for a peek here. He's overstaying. NRG are not going to offer you opportunities.
Oh, no.
Snake bite, shock darts raining down. Detainment is the only choice you've got.
They're both detained.
You're forced to lose, essentially. NRG give you no options. Give you no chances. We'll see if he lands it again. That's a lot of damage. Zekken!
Oh!
How does he anticipate this?
He's unbelievable, man. He's a menace everywhere around the map. You don't see him.
It's just unbelievable. I think I used the term unethical earlier, but I'm going to reserve that for brawk from now on.
Yeah, I think it's right. And this,
They're not giving him a chance to play. They're not giving him a chance to play!
They don't even get to play the game.
Oh my God, man!
He's killed everybody through a wall. No one's seen anyone in this game.
Texas, and even then he's going to be shut down by the trade instantly. 9-0, gearing up for 10 rounds in a row. Such dominance. I can't remember the last time I've seen it, especially in the fashion that NRG are going for.
For this to be map 5, MIBR will have been coming out the back of Abyss and thinking, right, well, we've got another map, we've got it, and a switch flipped.
Deep drone now trying to get these tags off. 45 seconds though, MIBR. They're desperate for anything at this point. Grasping at straws with a stack of players. NRG have got players in position. Mada doesn't have that operator. The paranoia is going to be good connection. Really willing to play off the back of this one though. They've been stunted and slowed, at least by that util, but that's passes forwards anyway. Leading it forwards. The team making sure that they can clear out all of the little areas here, but Ethan's still playing himself in. This guy is eager to go, raring to go. brawk over the top. Hit through heaven. It's the plant tonight. No, no. Not a sink. They know they're in complete control. The lockdown activated, but this is NRG looking to fight over it. Shock darts raining down. Potential here with a util, but they might be forced to respect this one. DTP into the corner. It's getting a little bit messy. Ethan is hard committed. And the overextension, Hunter's Fury into the corner. This is everything being thrown. MIBR practically the kitchen sink to try and get something going for them. The pit still up. Bit of an issue here. Keeper's still active. You never know what could happen.
Oh,
this guy's alone. He's a one-man army. No way. Can't be doing this. Dodging, juking, avoiding the fights. The aim straight down. Can't get the third. But the damage might just be done anyway. Skuba anticipating that re-swing.
He knows where they both are. Surely MIBR get one.
They have to, surely, at this point. A 1v2. Skuba's been given agency. Free reign, he's just in the sight.
So much respect offered, so much space given. This is not how MIBR was winning earlier on.
They were winning with just aggression, disrespect, running at them. Reliance on the aim, but doing it together. This looks like their spirits have just been taken away. Skuba, tap, pulls out the dart, doesn't break it, going for the kill. Where these players could be, he's just missed the timing, and now with the util, there's no more chances. He's just got to try and weather the storm and get his team back in, but that dart is good. Aspas delivers it. To blow to the head, Mada's going to be knocked out and down for the cow, but Skuba looking off to the side. Kills claimed. NRG, they've got the guns and got the weapons. Space is theirs. And Verno tucked tight to the corner. This anchor smoke is the only respite he's got. His Team is in though, ready to try and put up a bit of a performance, and Tech's okay. At least getting himself online, some kills on the board. Allowed to play the game for once in this map.
Yeah. Skuba fakes like he's running away. He's been easily the most clutch player in the game so far. Most clutch out of any of these guys at kickoff, but this would be something completely different.
11 seconds though, not a lot of time now, and that drone needs to be broken. Barely at that. It's a tag onto Mazino. He's going to be forced out of the fight. And the issue's there. Turret gone, spam through the smoke. Tex at least delivers that. Ethan's going to be dropped, but Skuba is finding his own marks. Out towards Garage and a call for the cancel. NRG want to make moves now to a different area of the map.
They're fully leaving, but they have no smokes. Ethan's dead.
Lambot spots it out. Tex is gone though, deleted. Gun out for Verno. And if he presses forwards here, he's going to be sorely disappointed. He still gets the one. The keiko trades it out, and that's the plan denied. Now picked up and running around. Mazino with the wall up. Hold on to timing. Skuba connecting the kills here. Aspas left out in that 1v2. He has the rifle. Has to give it up. Has to try and save this rifle. But now, that's just brawk trying to go for the turret that usually gets placed.
You don't want Tex to get a kill, though. He would have his lockdown online, and it would allow them to pull Verno off the A site and play it much softer. Verno's telling the rest of his team to stay stacked.
It's good damage.
Zekken gets a 140.
Might be kicking himself if he didn't confirm that kill here. Maneuvering by NRG, leading over towards B.
Well, they haven't broken the alarm bot.
Lanes are pushed up. Ethan with a DTP in, but that snake bite. Goal achieved for NRG. They have 35 seconds left, but they wanted to pull out a bit of that util. They don't have any A control.
30 seconds left.
Might be R now. Zekken, Verno. Gonna try and put a stop to this. All the noise being made in the world now. It's obvious signs that this is going to be leaning over towards A. Bodies are starting to get flooding into the site. Trying to reinforce this all the way up. The crossfire setup is there. Aspas, Zekken activating. Verno. It's all there. Armbot down into A short, but all the way over towards B. NRG typically do a bit of poking and prodding, but this looks like a hard committal. Ethan's got the spike and he's in the back of the site. Zekken, he's gone. Finished off. And now with that pit blossoming out, this is dangerous. Tidings, Verno. Ult earned prior. Bit of respite there. Snakebite also to combo it all up. Mada playing skip rope over the top of that. Barely alive, and they don't think, really, I believe he's unaccounted for in a spot like this. He might be able to do some serious work inside the pits. Aspas.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Scoped up. brawk, shock darts. Mazino's brought down. Is this how it ends? A round like this, a scenario like this.
They know that NRG have to go and get the spike, but they have no clue about Mada.
No. Aspas just hoping for signs of life. Mada! He's finally there. Shows his presence, the pit drops down, and a lockdown now to give them that buffer room, that breathing room. Verno and Tex have got it all to do in a spot like this. How do you push this back? World beater form, eager to take the fight, but the lockdown will force that respect into you. At least earning themselves a 2v3, lockdown of their own now to get back into the fight. What is the call to be made? Mada.
Good spam damage on the Mada.
Yeah, a whole load of bullets. He backs himself out and away. Everybody playing the distance now. NRG. Back it up, rolling retreat. They know the plan's down. They know the win con's within their grasp. Just a matter of execution at this point. Deep drone. Turret trying to spot out where all of these players are on the extremities. A tap. Seeing where that swing is. Skuba, keiko, combine their might. This has to be it. The impetus, the turning point. NRG dominating off a miracle performance, and they will be your final team going to Santiago. Looking to see if they can fill out and round out our trophy cabinet a little bit.